What a weird day. What a weird day. Alright, here we are tonight. We're going to be taking a look at Project Triangle Strategy, a new SRPG from Square Enix. I do believe it is pretty much by, I don't 100% know, but I think it's by the same group as the guys who did, what's it called? Octopath. Pretty sure. So, yeah, let's take a look at it, shall we? Get rid of the intro music. And here we go. Actually, I don't know. I wonder who the team who did Octopath is. Octopath Traveler developer. Oh, it's by Acquire. This is the demo. It will the full game is slated to be released next year. This was announced literally today during the Nintendo Direct, and the demo was put out subsequently. I can't speak tonight. So yeah, for anybody who's curious, this does seem to be very much in the vein of something like a Final Fantasy Tactics or a Tactics Ogre, but with kind of Octopath style graphics. It's an interesting game. Just for anybody who doesn't know, since I'm doing the intro, it works on the idea of a triad system in the game, where your decisions will end up affecting what units join your group, what units don't join your group. It's supposed to have major consequences to what you decide to do, and we'll get into more of that in the actual demo. Now, I have not played through the full demo. I've only basically ran it a little bit to make sure that it works properly. So let's get started with this, shall we? It is not gacha. It is going to be a full video game. I would akin this very much to your Tactics Ogre / Final Fantasy Tactics. What is a video game? I don't know. By the way, we were supposed to be streaming Nier Reincarnation tonight. However, it should be noted that Nier Reincarnation does not currently run on any emulator that I am aware of. I went around the internet tonight checking if there was solutions to get it running. Apparently, you can get the sound running on BlueStacks, and you can get the video working for a little bit on LD Player, but I was not able to. I just keep getting the message. Cannot be installed on this device, regardless of whether it's used through QuoApp or through TapTap. This game is supposed to be released in 2021. Square Enix will release a survey sometime after the demo has been released and get player feedback to design the game better. So it's very much still in development, but they were able to release this demo for us to play. Let's put it this way. This game at least has a release date, or a tentative year at least, as opposed to Breath of the Wild 2. And yes, I took a shot there.
Mighty powers reigned. The kingdom of Glenbrook, through which runs the mighty Nozelia River, bringing flourishing trade. The Grand Duchy of Esfrost, a land of ice and snow beneath which slumbers rich veins of iron. And in the desert, the holy state of Hyzat, home to the lake from which is harvested the salt essential to life.
So, something to note is that salt and iron are incredibly important in this world. Salt, which is essential to life. Now, I'm curious about how far that ends up going. Also, I'm just going to move my camera just a wee bit up.
With each nation controlling one vital resource, conflict between these three powers was all too common. Minor disputes and skirmishes gave rise to fierce battles, and before long, the realm was engulfed in a bloody conflict that would rage on for years. Many died in what came to be known as the Salt Iron War.
As the War of the Visions. Oh, wait, wrong game. This game did not start a war over something stupid like a blonde-haired young girl.
Brought to their limits and facing their mutual demise, the three powers at last negotiated a truce. Peace came to Norzelia, but only briefly. Shortly after assuming power in Esfrost, Archduke Gustadolf launched a surprise invasion of the neighboring kingdom of Glenbrook.
Hello, Lab. Welcome. Welcome to the brand new tactics game.
The might of the Esfrostian forces, under the command of the formidable General of Laura, easily overwhelmed Glenbrook's crown city. Before any could comprehend the meaning of what was happening, the once proud Whiteholm Castle had fallen.
By the way, just as a point, I do want to say that I do have Nier running on my phone. I have been playing it for a bit, so if you have questions about Nier, feel free to ask them.
Learning of the attack, House Wolfort, highest of the three high houses of Glenbrook, rushes to the royal family's aid. Leading the charge is none other than young Serenoa, who has only just taken over the mantle of lordship from his father.
Oh god, it is Mont.
At his side are Benedict, House Wolfort's advisor and a veteran of the Salt Iron War, Roland, the younger prince of Glenbrook and Serenoa's childhood friend, and Frederica, his betrothed, who hails from the very duchy they now call foe.
I am playing it. The gacha is primarily weapons. However, there are very specific weapons in there that have characters with them. So it is primarily a weapon-based gacha. Certain weapons have certain elements to them. And, but if, like, for instance, right now there's the Nier Automata collaboration. And so there's the Nier Automata event where you can get 3-star versions of the characters. And for anyone who's wondering, no, I don't think you can rank up a character. I have not found anything in the game that says you could turn a 3-star 2B into a 4-star 2B. So there are actual premium versions of like A2 and 2B. And I did end up getting A2 on my account. And she's hella strong. Holy cow, is she hella strong. But the game itself is kind of weird because it's pretty hard to, like so far it's been a little weird leveling stuff.
A new
Hi,
war
Lifa.
is kindling, fanned by the unwavering convictions held by the rulers of these lands. And though they may not yet know it, Serenoa and his comrades are heading straight into the pyre.
Is it really necessary to say pyre instead of fire?
Esfrost's forces have breached the once proud walls of Whiteholm, and now overrun its majestic halls, leaving only death and destruction in their wake. Like bloodthirsty beasts,
No one knew this existed before today.
carry out Archduke Gustadolf's orders to kill any member of the royal family on sight. With the very future of the kingdom hanging in the balance, Serenoa hurries to the throne room as fast as his legs can carry him.
Of course, Dark Meos, we love toxicity here. Just remember to be nice to everyone when you can. Raid up is a lie. Aw, Lifa, did Orisa not show up for you? First Jun, now Orisa. You're having a hard time, bud. For anyone who's wondering, also the Nier game is kind of like Princess Connect.
They will do no such thing, my princess. Not so long as I draw breath.
Cease the vainglorious theatrics. The city is mine now. and not a soul loyal to his grace still lives. You are all that remains. Not even the Dawnspear to triumph against such odds.
Game looks really cool, Dark.
Do you have the courage to test your words?
For Princess Connect, Leafa? I don't know. I've already cleared box 1, so I think I'm in good standing, but I'm having bad luck with the Hatsune shard drops. Oh, I know about that. I found that earlier today. I wouldn't recommend using 100 medals if you're getting close to the end of a box, though.
This is folly, Gustadolf. What madness has possessed you? Is this how you would take revenge for what befell your father?
Nothing so petty as that, Ragnar.
I actually really like the voice work in this.
Buried in the past.
Then what drives you to commit new ones? To tear down the future we labored so long to achieve? Do you think Hysant will stand idly by while Glenbrook burns?
I shudder to think what ends you hope to achieve by such vile means.
You always did lack imagination.
Amulet coins won't drop. I've beaten the boss like 10 times already. 10 or 11 times. I've gotten a pretty good team to be able to do a hard mode.
For Hysant, she shall meet the same fate as your beloved kingdom before long.
Though apparently there's something with the event where in Princess Connect where some of the enemies seem to be variable in terms of level based on player level. Is interesting.
Aims may be. You'll never.
Oh,
Father, are you hurt?
Roland?
Brother?
You
Brother.
imbecile. Why do you return? Be grateful to see me for
this game also kind of reminds me of Fire Emblem because some characters in this game are going to be recruitable, but apparently some characters are going to be recruitable based on your choices. So when you make story choices in this game, they will come back to haunt you.
You stone-headed brat.
If it isn't my dear Frederica and her newly betrothed. And you've got friends.
Stand down at once. On the honor of
Hey, Nina.
Effort, we shall not let the royal family come to harm.
So you're the young one. You have courage, if not much sense. I'll give you that.
I would love it. I love the name triangle strategy. I'm totally all for it. By the way, Skyward Sword HD at full price can kiss my ass. Jesus, Nintendo. Yeah, Leafa, I already commented on that. I guess people have been talking to BlueStacks guys and LD Player. LD Player is the closest you're going to be able to get it to work right now. BlueStacks, it just doesn't work.
Brother, what is the meaning of this?
I am sorry for forcing this unpleasant scene upon you, Frederica. I had to take action. Sooner than anticipated.
Yeah, that sounds about right, Nina. I've heard that you can get it running on LD Player. Some people have got it running on LD Player, but it crashes after a short period of time. BlueStacks, you can apparently get it running, but only audio. There's no visual. So something weird's going on with that game.
What do you...
It's gonna, like, the emulator guys are gonna have to actually figure out what's going on and try and get it to work.
Listen well. I, Gustadolf Esfrost, do hereby condemn the King of Glenbrook and his agents
Here it is.
for treacherous deeds.
It's running on my phone. It runs actually really well on my phone.
Scheming to claim the riches of the Grand Norzelian mines their own. They slaughtered my dear cousin Dragan in cold blood.
See? On the right, there's A2. There she is. That's her. 4-star A2, the good one. The good version. Hey, you guys, we just ended up buying land near the Great Wall of China on the good side.
For this most heinous crime, and for shattering the trust between our nations out of malice, I declare their
I am.
punishment must be swift and final.
I am absolutely going to do a video on it. It just kind of sucks that I can't get gameplay very easily.
So this is the lie you would weave.
What mummery
Could be
is
Dark
this?
Meos. I'm going to wait and see what they come up with for a solution, because I don't really want to fudge around with it. My first poll was 2B and 2 9S's. Seriously, Nina? Jesus. I want to share some luck with the rest of the class? Who I re-roll for? I have no idea. There's like a regular one, and I do know this. I ended up getting the 4-star version of A2, and I think that the re-roll process is absolutely horrible in the Nier Gacha, because it's a little slow and a little painful of a drawn-out opening. I like A2 so far. She kills things really fast, which is proving to be good.
I commend you for delivering the traitorous Prince Roland to me.
We gotta keep advancing through the story. Sorry. Lots to talk about tonight.
And House Wolfort may yet see itself through this unscathed. You are
There isn't any tier list, because I don't know of that many people who have played the game and are discussing it yet.
I will do no such thing. We won't be party to your treachery.
Your father was ever a thorn in my side. You seem intent on repeating that history. However, I fear you will not live long enough to accomplish it. General of Laura, kill them all.
Jesus.
Yes, my lord.
Whoa!
Stop! I won't let you.
So the combat is very much like Princess Connect, except you have more attacks you can do. Like, every character has kind of 3 things that you can do, and they also have a pod. Each character can have a pod that has special abilities too. So and chaining and elemental weapons are a thing. Like, if you chain, you do way more damage. And by the way, if you're curious, yes, 4-star characters are immensely more powerful than 3-star characters from my testing thus far. Oh!
Brother!
Oh god! Oh god! Oh my god! Wow. They're not skipping on the. Wow, we're gonna just shoot right up to an M rating very fast, aren't we? Well, it's either blood or it's a lot of strawberry jelly.
Yes, my lord.
My prince, with me. I can't leave them. Step aside, Sir Maxwell.
My lord, we must flee at once.
But his grace.
Roland, Lord Wolford, there is no saving me. The future of Glenbrook lies in your hands now.
Father! My prince, follow us. But I... Damn it all!
After them.
Later.
You would once again see Norzelia bathed in blood, Gustavo? Truly, you are lost.
This land has long been lost, Ragnar, but it need be no longer.
Kind of digging this. Like, I like that they're showing a little blood. Well, actually, they're showing a fair bit of blood. That guy was trained. Deliver him to the Red Cross.
Sir Maxwell would have us wait.
Oh, there is a fast forward button. What does profile do? Oh, cool. You can click the profile button and it will show the character.
He is readying the boat for our escape as we speak.
Neat.
A wise decision. No doubt the river is our only hope of getting out of the city alive. The streets are overrun with Esfrosti soldiers. Our foe no doubt searches for us on the other side of this very gate.
Pulling Sakura? Oh, Asakura seems very solid since the game doesn't like rate up. Well, I mean, that seems to be the rule of, like, that's why you want 45k by the time of banner you actually care about. And you'll get stuff on the way up. Either that or you'll get the character early and then you'll just be able to keep saving.
Then we wait here and pray for Sir Maxwell's swift return.
I only tried like one multi-pole and I did not get it.
Father, Freddy, Cordelia.
What does Roland look like? Okay, alright.
What is she doing with us?
Oh yeah, this is 100% like tactics, ogre, Final Fantasy tactics. You'll see when we get into the gameplay.
I had no idea.
Oh yes, it is a turn-based tactics RPG. I would say that the graphics remind me a little bit more of Fire Emblem in the sense that like the characters are more like sprite-based. However, apparently what you can do is you can burn parts of the area or you can ice an area, then burn the area so that it creates water, and then you can cast lightning to do lightning damage that will hit everything in that area that is covered in water.
If I had any idea he was planning such atrocities, I would have stopped him.
I mean, this game looks great. I'm surprised that it's like not coming out till next year. It's got to be really early next year.
My lady speaks the truth.
Yeah, there's some... From the trailer I saw, it looks like there's going to be some really great tactical ideas in this game that could probably work against you, too, depending on how brutal the AI is. What does Eridor look like? Oh my god, Eridor looks like such a badass. How do I recruit him?
My emotions got the better of me for a moment.
Ah, Huette's cute.
Huette means no ill, my lady. Her fellow members of the Kingsguard were slain before her eyes. For now, let us focus on the present. Prince Roland's safety and escape are our main concerns.
Of course.
Alright, so now we get... So, here, we're going to get some stuff.
But we mustn't let emotions cloud our judgment. ...
Benedict, you stopped me from speaking the truth of Dragon's death. To what end?
Gustadolf would frame...
By the way, this is supposed to be like in the middle, more of the middle part of the game.
If he knew we witnessed the truth, our heads would already be on pikes.
It would seem he still intends to put them there.
Because you spat in the face of his demands.
What we know could expose his claims as the treacherous lies they are. If it came to light that Gustadolf orchestrated his own cousin's murder, no one would dare stand by his side.
Indeed. However, words have little substance on their own, especially when weighed against the power and influence the Archduke commands. Your truth would be taken as the pathetic ramblings of a desperate man.
Once again, your wisdom makes me feel the fool.
No, we are all fumbling through these dark times.
Make sure if you're going to feel the fool that you have the fool's permission first.
You spoke and acted as the Lord of House Wolfort, and did so admirably.
And yet my actions have put everyone in danger. Father would have known better.
Let us look forward, my lord, not back. There are truths yet cloaked in the shadows. We must survive and see them brought to light. For these truths shall be the weapons by which we lay Esfrost low.
Uh-oh, Leaf is gonna get kicked. Not helping in Guild War.
Thank you, Benedict.
However, shout out to the Nintendo Joy-Cons that look like the Master Sword and the Hylian Shield. Hylian Shield.
I know you will, my lord. Let us await Sir Maxwell's arrival.
Alright, so here we go. Exploration. The flow of the game comprises of multiple phases. In between story scenes and battles, there will be exploration phase. In this phase, you may move freely about, gather information from the people around you, obtain items, review mechanisms, and terrain features that may serve you in battle, and more. To end the exploration phase and progress the story, press L button. Alright, so here we go. We can kind of pop around. Ooh, look at that. By the way, this is a really nice touch. Alright, you see this? You actually have a little hop animation. That's kind of cool. Whee! Whee! Ooh. Hello, Roland. Well, you're a character in an RPG. Something bad was going to happen. Yes, it is, Freybark. I've been playing it most of the evening. I mostly play at night. Mostly. Alright, so next we're going to show off this mechanic right here. We are the last alive who can keep Prince Roland safe at a time like this. So here we have 3 choices. Flee by yourself if you must. We need your blade. Let us fight together. Prince Roland must survive even if we do not. So this is one of the branching choices in this game. This will affect your relationships with characters. This also reflects or will kind of affect one of 3 stats in the game that you do not ever see. There are 3 different things that you can align yourself to, and these choices will determine who joins your party, who doesn't join your party, who becomes a friend, who becomes an enemy, and potentially story beats as well. So this is interesting and probably going to be one of the major parts of replayability on this game. It seems so, Alec, but since the game is still going to be in development for a year, can't confirm 100%, but I do believe that it is supposed to have like story consequences. Real life consequences. So this is the one I was thinking about picking earlier, and I kind of want to follow through on it, and I feel like this is the right one. Prince Roland must survive even if we do not. So here you go. Indeed, I had thought, or the same thought, aught else is out of our control. Prince Roland is our charge, and we must do our duty. In Norzalia, 3 major guiding convictions prevail: utility, morality, and liberty. This will take the form of invisible parameters influenced by the choices you make throughout the game. These parameters will not be reflected visually. In other words, if you're going to start playing this game when it comes out, you're going to have no clue what the stuff does. You're not going to know. So yeah, utility, morality, and liberty. These are the 3 guiding principles. Your decisions will shape Serenoa's convictions, as well as influence which companions may join his cause. So, there you go. Yeah, it is. Alright, so we want to do a little exploring. So if we come over here, if I can pathfind, pathfind. Down we go. Ooh. Do you see that? I see that. Look, we can see the water. I actually really like the water effects here. It's so much blueberry jelly. Also, check this out. Whee! Hidden ladder. I think the items are visible. I haven't found anything that kind of states that it seems like items sparkle. Alright, so we've kind of checked with everyone. We've made our one decision that is available. Now we will end exploration. Where is that damn boat? Has anyone seen the boat? Frey, I can answer any questions you have about the near gotcha. Just let me know. Oh, cross swords. Oh, check this out. Side stories. I wonder if the map gets bigger. I would imagine it might. Or I want to check out. Do we check side stories? Let's check out side stories. See what this is. Oh. Well, there could be multiple worlds. Who knows?
As Frost's numbers are overwhelming, we would only be sending our men to their doom.
I will not stand idly by as the capital burns. Move, you fool! I'll go by myself if I must. I'll make that bastard Gustadolf remember how true my aim is.
It's too late, my lord. Whiteholm has fallen, and the capital has been taken.
Damn it all. Does his grace and the royal family still live?
True.
There is no news, my lord.
Heavens be good. A dream of peace so soon.
Well, you know, with fantasy games, you never know how fantasy they're going to get. We could get into, like, Final Fantasy Tactics is a good example to me of, like, a game that starts out like, oh, you know, there's monsters and whatever, and, oh, you're fighting against knights and everything, and then, wait, what? Is that that's a demon. That's a demon. That's a demon from hell. Whoa, what? All of a sudden, our sister has become a god. What the hell has gone on?
There are other concerns. The Asfrosti army may not stop at the capital.
You know, fantasy games, right?
Yes. The three great houses might still unite against them. We must prepare for the worst. Raise the alarm. It's time to muster our defenses.
Wait a second. I'm guessing I thought he was going to say alarm, like, you know, an alarm, but he says alarum. What the hell is an alarum? Orlando? What are you doing in this game?
House Fox will not surrender without a fight.
It can, Leafa. It's just not very likely. Might be a typo. Might actually not be a typo. It might be a fantasy term, in which case I really would like to know what that is. It's like pyre. Is it? Is this ye old talk that I'm just not used to? Alright, that was cool. I like the side stories. Old term that means the same thing. Thank you, Silver. 6 Kane. So the recommendation is that you always farm hard quests first. You should always farm the hard quest first for this story event, then your regular hard quest, then either chapter 9 or 115. But you are on the correct stage. But priority should always be hard quest first, is my understanding.
I've managed to procure a boat for our escape. It should arrive anon.
Thank you, Sir Maxwell.
Would that I could have done more.
So do more. Oh my god! We're Gundam now. Hold on one sec.
You did well to stand against Gustadolf. Your father would have been proud to see it.
My camera is still blocking stuff. Is there a place where my camera is not going to be blocking things? I'm sorry.
Let's save the pleasantries until we're through the gate, huh? Everyone ready?
We are. Open the gates, Eridor.
Whatever you say, my lord. Here's hoping we can make it through without those bastards on the shore noticing.
I missed the ladder going on top of the gate. Oops.
There's too many of them. We need to turn back.
Uh-oh. Here they come in. Tap, 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 tap.
Give it up.
Oh, there's a douchebag up top there.
Damn it. They've shut us in.
Is this it? If this is where I fall, I'm taking these frosty bastards with me.
Dude, we just started. Before you give up.
To throw your life away, my prince.
Yes, we haven't lost hope yet. The boat will arrive shortly. We only need to fend them off until then. Can we do that? I fail to see why not. If you lend us your sword, that is.
As if I would do aught else.
Form around the prince. Protect him.
Yes, how you doing, bud?
The prince is on the bridge! Seize him!
Oop, we got guys coming from the other side.
So like rats.
I shall defend the rear.
Alright, so it's like protect the princey dude. Yeah, well, it was going to be Nier tonight, but apparently Nier doesn't work on anything. Two keys to victory in battle and game are positioning and initiative. Positioning on the terrain can be your advantage. Attacks from behind your foe or high ground. Ah, yes. I can use Star Wars memes on this. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. Initiative. The order in which units take action can be determined their speed attribute. Upcoming turn orders displayed via an indicator at the bottom of the battle screen. Keep a careful eye on turn order and review your allies' abilities in deciding how to deploy them and advance their units. Well, I assume this is a demo, so I'm supposed to win this, right? What are their levels? 7. Oh, Y button. The art in this is really good. Well, that guy doesn't get a name. That sucks to be him. Oh, also check out the elemental weakness here. We got fire, ice, wind, and lightning. So there are 4 elements. You got the archer up top. Oh, wait. He has ice arrow and blessing of ice. Deal ice damage to a single enemy and freeze the ground. Raise your ice resistance while lowering your fire resistance. Okay, so he's like weak to fire. So if I have a unit with fire... Fascinating. Blinding arrow, fell swoop. Insult to injury. Raise critical rate against enemies with 50% or less HP. Oh, I'm gonna like Hugh. Deal physical damage. Doesn't have any elemental resistance. Oh my god, check out this girl. She's a physician. Cure wounds. So she's our Ayaka for today. For those in need, grant an additional HP to allies at 50% or less. Nice. Also has haste. I'm guessing the double dot is like how much speed it takes. Circle of healing. Yeah, I like this too. This is awesome. This is as close as you're ever going to get to like an HD Final Fantasy Tactics nowadays. At least one by a major company. I'm really surprised Square is even doing this. Octdive, delayed strike, counter stance. He seems good. This guy's on a horse. Roland's on a horse? Why are we worried about him? Horse units, look, if playing Fire Emblem has taught me anything, horse units are very good against everything in the game. Provoke, physical counter, steal back. I'm guessing that's a passive? Yeah, it's a passive. Okay, so dark ones are passives. Oh, Anna. Act twice. Grants 2 actions during a single turn. Can only move once. Slumber Stab. Deal damage to an enemy and have a chance to put them to sleep for 2 turns. Take cover. Become invisible for 2 turns. Effect will be lost if you attack or stand directly in front of a foe. That's cool. Like, these units feel very different. This must be a guest unit because he's far stronger than us. A scholar. There's your Medina. Frosty Felters. Deal ice damage to an enemy, decrease their speed for 3 turns, and freeze the ground. Oh, there's our fire girl. Oh, look at that, too. So I'm guessing that elements are literally counter each other. So fire beats ice, but ice can beat fire, too? Gain TP when you kill an enemy. Okay. Encampment. Sorry, I want to explore all of these and see. At your camp, you can make ready for battle encampment. I like that we were, like, literally on the battlefield, and we were like, oh, hang on. This is not gacha. This is going to be a full Switch game next year. No gacha involved. Look at this! Look at this! Let me on the table. Okay, we can't jump on the table. What we got here? I dig the music, too. So this is where you can do smithing. Oh, check out this guy. Portly Merchant. Oh, I found my favorite character already. Ooh, we can buy stuff. I like the Portly Merchant. Interesting. Trade post. Neat. Whee. I'm liking this game so far. This game is really cool. It's if you were wanting like a tactic system, this is it. All right, let's save. Remember me. Tutorial, inventory. I guess we'll see how difficult this game is. I like how the back of the area, like, kind of just fades. I don't like that it's, like, you know in, like, Wotive, how it's just a hard cut when an area is done? I like that the area fades. That's a really cool technique. That, like, shows you the boundaries of the world, but also, like, changes it. Mainly watch for the Pyro reveal. Yeah, Pyro looks cool. It's another Swords character in the game, which the game does not need, but Pyra Mithra looks like it'll be pretty fun, and I'm glad they, toned down their costumes a little bit, because honestly, I'm just gonna say it, Xenoblade 2 is a game that really is like the teenager in high school is really trying to get with someone, because my god, the fact is in that game that one character, like, everybody is like having sex with their weapon. Like, everyone in that game is having sex with their weapon. Rex has twins, essentially, although a twin with like an altered personality. We're not going to get into that, but the one dude actually makes himself a robotic wife. He essentially makes the world's first never mind.
Leave our pursuers to me. Open the gate, whatever it takes.
Yes, sir. Ooh, look at that. Board the boat from this drawbridge and make your escape. Beat all surrounding foes to ensure your safe passage. I want to kill everything. When moving a friendly unit, some squares are colored purple. This means this is a square within the enemy attack. That's good UI. If an enemy is able to attack a friendly unit next turn, a red line will connect it appear. Take care of vulnerable harm. Oh my god.
Your orders?
She's a spy. I didn't even look at her job class. That's amazing. So if you like this right here, look at that. Look at the UI there. Oh, I have free roam of my camera angle too. Can this game come out tomorrow? I really want this game to come out tomorrow. Stealth. I gotta find a new place for my camera. 3 times now. End turn is X. There we go. Oh, and you pick your direction? Yep. Ooh.
For victory.
Poke.
Here I come.
Is she on a hawk? She's on a hawk. Oh, look, you can actually go down. %87 chance. The AI, oh my god, I really do love the UI in this game. It's on a freaking hawk.
I see a path to victory.
What does a strategist do? Raise an ally's strength and magic. Cane sword. Bulwark. Raise an ally's physical defense. Well, since we need to keep the... Ah, this is so good. This is so good. I love this. I am 100% buying this game. Delayed strike. Deal physical damage to an enemy and delay its turn. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh.
I shall protect you.
Whoa! Oh, wait. If... So I need 2. I don't have 2. So if I just go up here and then end.
Come at me.
Pulse, that is a good decision. Or that's a tough one, man.
Away.
Now then, to work.
Okay, he does have an ability where he just hits people with a book. Blocks, how's it going, man?
Fight for peace.
UI takes a little bit. This game's coming out next year. Yes.
I won't lose.
Like, honestly, if you want, Victoria is a really good archer unit, but not having her EX does hurt her a little bit. I would get as many... I would get her up to at least LB3. Final Fantasy X, you'll get some stuff at Anniversary to help you out. Very, very cautious about this. See, if I, like, go here... I can't believe one of my characters on a giant bird. Gonna end turn. Oh, okay, alright.
Me too. Forward.
Eat him. I have both Max Venera, but no Viz to up Victoria. Well, you can always just hold off. You don't need to. Oop.
Oh, careless of me.
Oh! Oh, shit.
It's the prince. Seize him.
Quickly now, before more arrive.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Well, heads my ass. Get moving. The effects look really nice.
I've been waiting for this.
I've been waiting for this. Oh, that kind of hurt my guy. Oops. Slumber stab.
Sound strike.
Oh, cool. She gets to attack again.
It's over.
Oh, he's dead. King Yami, thank you very much for following. Welcome to the stream. Oh my my goodness. Does this work right away? Also, do I get to move after this? Oh, cool. I do get to move after. Yep. I won't lose. Yep, that's me. Not losing.
Time to take flight.
There's a dude right there. Yep.
Allow me.
I don't actually know. So remember how we used ice? So now we used fire, so the ground is actually covered in water. Be really cool if we had a thunder mage right now, but we don't. Oh.
My lord.
Whoa!
My lord.
Victory is not yet out of reach.
No, but it's gonna be real soon.
Our victory is assured.
I actually don't know if you can use the touchscreen. I would assume so, but I also have no... I have really very little... Ooh. Oh, look at that! He dropped... Battle tips. Explaining weakness. When choosing an action, an icon will appear partially susceptible to it. Attacks from behind guaranteed to score a critical hit. Wow, that's actually way stronger than I thought. There's follow-up attacks, too. Yeah, we just got hit by one. Who doesn't want loot? If I go here... Come on, man. I would imagine, keep in mind that you can also, they'll do a survey for this game, so you'll be able to give your feedback about what you think of it, because it's still in development, but I would imagine that there'll be difficulties. Did Octopath have difficulties? Because I feel like that's going to be this similar. Yeah, punch! Okay, the archers aren't moving. That's nice. Oh, look at that. We also have time. That guy gets to move. And look at that. It also like shows you in the UI where stuff is. Very nice. I am really impressed by this. For this being a demo, this is like fantastic just to I feel like I'm playing Hearthstone being stealth rogue.
I won't lose.
You.
Let me heal your wounds.
Yes, actually do that.
My utmost thanks.
Really? I'm surprised. I thought Octopath did have that.
Now then, to work.
Oh, look at that. Whoa, that does not do what I thought it did.
I shan't hold back.
Just as I planned. Have another.
Cool.
I shall try my level best.
Little bit, yeah. A little bit of Disgay in here, too.
I fight for peace.
I was not expecting the ice. For some reason, I thought Ice Wall is just going to be like an ice attack. You know, like a thing of spikes. And it's like it's an actual block for range. What a cool thing. I have to say, like, I'm actually... That's really cool.
Defeat is not an option. Here.
Leafa, you might need to go into options and change the graphical settings to get it to be a little bit lower. Yep. Stabby, stabby. Oh my god, she is so... I love her.
For victory.
Time to take flight.
I'm guessing we need the mages to really do well.
Let me heal your wounds.
I'm curious about if he picks it up, what that means.
Most appreciated.
Are you running a VPN? Because VPN is, with Nier, is a bit of a problem. If I go here and use Provoke...
I shall try my level best.
Like, if you don't have a stable VPN connection, you're gonna have serious problems with it. I have no idea. Too many people trying to play Nier? I don't think so. I didn't have any problems getting on it.
Time for some research.
Time to work.
So, I mean, to me, it does seem like you very much can get into a bad place in this. Like, you can definitely make mistakes that feel pretty costly, but at the same time... Also, I'm not entirely convinced about the whole... Like, I want to press A to move, but that's not how that works.
I won't lose.
Here I come.
Downloaded with co-op, haven't had a problem, so... well, maybe. I don't know. It's a brand new game. Can I hit him from here? Nice. Blinded. Uh-oh.
I shan't hold back.
Let us pry out their weakness.
Time to work.
I'm wondering how the AI works in this game. Whether it matters, whether I do take cover first. I prefer Raoul Le Creuset, but I understand what you mean.
Cool heads shall prevail.
You have my thanks.
I know you're joking, Flux, but... No. Come here, buddy. Get punched. Uh-oh. He seems pretty capable of handling himself.
So, it falls to me.
So if I do the wall of ice here... How long does it last? Yes, Leafa, that is 100% true. I checked the training area. It doesn't seem like it, but this could be very, very limited because it's essentially a demo at this point.
I won't lose.
I won't lose. No siree. That's me, not losing.
Time to take flight.
How do I do... Oh, look at that. Look at my vantage position. Oh, look at how much range I get. Oh, I am raining hell from above. So much for blindness.
I will end this.
He's not as scary as I thought he was going to be. Gorge. Oh, look at... There's the weakness. All right.
We can win this.
Whoa. Dude got straight up murdered.
On my honor as the Dawn Spear.
Like, the thing... This is something that's really important to me in a game like this. I like the effects being flashy, but short. Like, when you have, like, a really long animation, it has to be something that takes a long time to build up. Like, that was the thing that always made summons okay in, like, previous Final Fantasies, where it was like, yeah, it's a kind of a long animation, but usually it required a fair bit to get ready. Yeah. So it never got to the point of, like, boredom or repetition. Like, when you have something that happens too often, and this is something that, like, in video games that drives me crazy, when you have something that just happens way too often, you get a problem of it getting, like, really tiring really fast.
I can do it.
For the future of House Wolford. Charge!
Charge. Yar, I'm in charge.
This battle is ours.
Whoa, what's this? Shadow Stitching Arrow. Deal physical damage and have a chance to immobilize for... Ooh.
This battle is won.
Nice. Huh.
Defeat is not an option.
Eat him.
This and
Bonk.
from my
Ooh.
kith and kin.
Oh, give me the loot. Give me the loot. I just like those ice walls there. Come at me, bro. Ooh. The gate is open.
It's open. Go.
Eep.
Don't let them escape. Capture the royal family. Kill any others who stand in your way.
Uh-oh.
Protect the prince. No matter how many come, our blades will keep them at bay.
Yeah, this isn't...
The bridge already. Very well. We cut our way through.
Whoa, what's this? Witnesses do not use up a turn can be triggered instantaneously. Only once given... What? Ooh. Getting ice babied. Oh, my ice wall's gone.
Shall protect you.
I'm over here now. Climb. Get him. Learn surmount. Neat.
I fight for peace.
Well, I'm taking my time, Blimey, but it's enjoyable. All right. Let's go. Gotta get to that bridge. I like that. It looks more like a rhino to me, but whatever.
This battle is ours.
Defeat is not an option.
It kind of hurts, so I'll just... Ooh!
Careless of me.
Shall we begin?
Okay, who needs healing? Healing, baby. Mages don't... So far, like, the healer feels like the one that I'm the least impressed with, because she doesn't heal that much. True it does. You need Ayaka. That is true.
Victory is within reach.
So cool.
I shan't hold back. It ends here.
Ooh. Ooh, here they come.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Alright, so I'm going to keep him here. I'm going to get him raging her.
Delightful.
I like Frederica.
For victory!
How strong are these guys? They're only 7. A little annoying that I can't quite get where I want to be.
The hunt is on.
Okay, so if I move here... Get him! Leg Trap! That's a great name for a status effect. I'm gonna move her right here. It does look like line of sight is an actual thing in this game, because the archer doesn't seem to be able to hit my guy in this area.
Time to work.
Oh, you're gonna get iron daggered, my friend.
It's over.
Bonk. Anna is easily my favorite character thus far.
I shan't hold back.
Cool heads shall prevail.
Oh, let's try Circle of Healing. Oh, AoE heal. Kiraga, let's go. Okay, yeah, that's a better heal. Yeah, some of the names are a little weird. Alright, so ice wall so that they can't get by. Like, there's actual strategy in this game! This is amazing! I'm having so much fun, you guys.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
Like, there's such... Like, it's actually just really great.
That'll do.
There is a fast forward button, but I'm actually, like, really enjoying just kind of taking my time and thinking about what I want to do. So, like, now I can move my guy up here. And she can just take pot shots. Although we do hit. We do miss sometimes, and that's okay. Ow.
Done it now.
Bang.
Look at me learning.
Look at me learning.
You've done it now.
Come on. Yeah. That's great. Let's go, dude. Wait, what does Hawk Dive do? Oops. I also like that there's no like MP or anything. It's just like you kind of use like you start with 1 point and every turn you get a couple of points, so you got to think about when you want to use your ability points. But they do refresh, meaning that this can have really long fights and it's totally cool. Ooh, there's a lot of damage. And like I said, the animations in this are
Time to work.
pretty awesome. Pick that up.
Allow me.
Alright, this is what I've been waiting for. Scorch, baby.
It worked.
Oh, that was cool.
I shall protect you.
My turn.
So if I do this and I do rush. Oh, nice. It doesn't hit my... Oh, shit.
Time to take flight.
Mistakes were made. This is why you don't have fun in games, kids. You make mistakes. Get blinded.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
No, but there are really, really, really dumb things that I do, apparently. Okay, I can buff him.
Splendid.
Buff
I'll
him.
do what I can.
Circle up. Oh, wait. Do I want haste? Yeah, as far as I know, this is exclusive to Switch. It was only announced today, so...
Won't beat me.
I mean, they could change it. But they may not, so...
Time to die.
Get bonked.
Time for some research.
Ooh. Wall of ice! Yeah, I think this is
This is quite the discovery.
Frosty Fetters.
I will end this.
Down we go. Also, like, you get a preview before the animation, so it actually saves you time. Here we go, and... Longsword. Bonk. Oh! Is this Final Fantasy X? Because we just overkilled.
On my honor as the Dawn Speaker.
The release date is next year, Angry, but you can download this demo right now on the Nintendo Switch shop. Watch this. So this is not a good decision, but I'm going to show this, how this interacts. So we have our ice wall up here, and it's protecting our guy. But if we're going to use fire, watch this. I mean, it's worth it because we get the kill. Learned Blazing Chains. Victory! 10 out of 10 demo. That was so good. That was just so good.
The boat arrives. Come with speed.
That was cool, taking my time with that. Like, this is a good game. Like, it's the mechanics that show like an actual upgrade. Like, one of the things to me is that, like, when people are going to remake these, don't just do nostalgic, improve on shit. Like, the UI of seeing where your characters can stand and where they can't, and which enemies are going to attack them and which ones can't, and also giving a preview of movement. Like, I think back to old strategy RPGs where every time you wanted to move and see what you could do, you'd have to do the animation of moving, so it took a little bit more time and it was a little bit more frustrating. But here, it just, like, you imagine your character there, and then when you actually decide to do it, that's when it does the animation. 10 out of 10. Oh my god.
Prince Roland, will you leave your brother unavenged?
Oh. Called out.
You!
Go. Leave this place. The Archduke will be content with your father's head.
What does she look? Can we get her on my team? I think she looks like a unit I want to get.
Never. Esros will answer for its crimes today. Your Highness.
Unfortunately, yeah. I mean, this demo looks like it's... it looks like the game's really far along.
So long as I stand, you'll do him no harm.
Sir Maxwell.
My prince, you are responsible for more than just your own life now. You are a leader, and must be the beacon others look to when the night is darkest.
Yeah, this game, like, I think it's totally worth full price. If it's got a good, long story.
Of House Wolfort, I leave Prince Roland in your care.
Leafa, are you enjoying Nier?
Let me go!
Release him to me, and there may be mercy for you yet, Maxwell.
Maxwell's not gonna die. Yeah, Nier on the phone is a corridor simulator.
Must you do this? Very well.
Oh! Oh, shit! Look at the boat! Look at the boat! It's got like an actual on the ocean motion. Someone thought the fuck out of this game.
You were only toying with me at the tourney.
Only a fool shows what they can do when the stakes are so trifling.
Oh, I like her. I like Avlora. Avlora?
Not have said it better myself.
Whoa! Whoa! He just went like Dragoon on her.
You were this realm's fiercest warrior, Dawn Spear. But
Ooh.
today the sun sets, and a new age begins.
Oh my god, she's going Beatrix on him. Oh my god! Oh man, this is exciting for a demo. This is exciting. I haven't had this much excitement. I don't think I've ever had this much excitement playing Wotiv. Oh god, the river's full of strawberry jam! Too early. It's too early. We didn't see him die, we just saw a hat, but that was very well done.
It was that the once proud kingdom of Glenbrook did fall.
Oh shit.
Frost seized control of the Crown City, threatening to bring the surrounding domains under its iron yoke.
No, Game of Thrones rules. Unless you see the body, he's not dead.
Upon House Wolfort's stronghold, where Prince Roland is being sheltered by his loyal friends and allies.
Aww. I think that's like a story element. I don't think they'll change that, but you never know, Flux. You never know. This game, this is shot right up. This is one of my most anticipated games now. I am so streaming this start to finish when it comes out.
And Lady Erica have arrived, my lord.
Absolutely streaming this.
For the escort. You may go now.
Oh, what does Erica look? Oh, I'm getting some Legend of Korra Desna vibes. I'm getting some Azula vibes from The Last Airbender. Oh, I like Erica. That smirk is amazing.
At all, you need but say the word.
Oh my god. Look, it's Littlefinger from Game of Thrones.
In that case, I would have a bottle of the realm's finest wine and a serving of fresh fruit delivered to my quarters.
Oh my god, she's Azula. She is literally Azula.
But of course, milady, I shall have the servants fetch it at once.
She's so Azula!
Eager to please, isn't he?
I believe the word you're looking for is sycophant.
Oh my god, he's such a smug douche. That artwork. I wonder how many characters are really recruitable in this game. I wonder if you can recruit some of these guys.
Congratulations on bringing Glenbrook to its knees, brother. It's a thing of beauty, what you've accomplished.
Douchery too.
I trust you're already seeing to that fuss outside the castle walls?
Of course.
Oh, this guy screams gonna be like the major villain of the game. He's gonna turn into a demon at some point, or like a monster at some point. But this is our Kuja. This is definitely I think he's gonna be endgame material. Look at that artwork too.
The other domains are putting up little in the way of resistance. Lord Telior trembles in his seat within the stronghold, and Lord Fox was oblivious to what was happening until it was far too late.
How easily the three great houses of Glenbrook break under your iron boot, brother.
It's gonna be real funny if that turns out to be true, Silver.
Wolford is the last to hold out, but Avlora will deal with them. Prince Roland will be in our hands before long.
Beatrix will handle them. Yes, Kuja. What is Cordelia? Yeah, that's pretty much what I was picturing. That is pretty much Cordelia.
Speaking of royalty, brother, I would have thought Cordelia would be dead or rotting in jail.
$5 says Cordelia is like one of the best mages one of the best healers in the game.
Yet here she sits on the throne. She looks less a vanquished princess and more a queen.
That is precisely what I would have her be.
Whatever do you mean?
Yeah, well, this is a fantasy game, Flux, so at least she's not wearing
Assume guardianship over her.
something that looks awful. She actually looks like she's wearing like regular, like respectable clothing. She's gonna be a bard, a spoony bard.
A few days hence, Regna will be executed. I've already informed Patriat as much.
So the wise and benevolent King Regna meets his end at last.
Today's Perseverance landing. Hopefully no crash. Perseverance landing?
Father.
Only spoony birds. Oh, right, the Mars. Right. Yeah, I hope that goes well, too.
Subjects of Glenbrook, I am Gustadolf, Archduke and High Commander of the Grand Duchy of Esfrost.
That was... I think Leafa might actually be like the most brilliant gacha opening ever, because it's so boring you never want to play it again. I don't know, like Leafa, if you go like fairly far in, it's pretty quick to get enough for a fair few multis. 4-star is the highest, FYI.
The sins King Regna has committed against us, and against you, his own people, are grievous indeed. 3 decades have passed since the end of the war. In the years since, we have all done what we can to rebuild our nations.
Yeah, Nina, but if you go through, if you do missions and everything, you can get like another 4 or 5 multis.
The opening of the Grand Norzelian mines was to be the dawn of a new age. An age where our 3 nations would work together for the peace and prosperity of all.
Yeah, well, Leafa, if you look at the rates, it's 5% for a 4-star to show up, which isn't really bad, but it's 3% for no weapon and 2% for with character. Sorry, it's like it's weapon or weapon with character, and the lesser percentage is for with character. The weapons are good investments, though, as far as I can tell. 4-star weapons do really well to do a lot of damage against, so, but you definitely want the character if you can. So keep going through and see how far you can get it. When it works on emulator, it might be a faster reroll. How many characters could Nier possibly have? Well, it is 2B 9S. I mean, there's a lot of original characters, Flux.
But King Regna spat in the face of that glorious dream.
Yeah, well, Nina, if you get the character, it comes with the character's weapon, too. So when I got A2, I got A2's weapon. It's a weapon gacha, but some of the weapons have characters attached.
Your King Regna schemed in the shadows to seize control of the mine for his own profit.
I kind of like that a lot of the characters in the Nier gacha are like original characters, because Nier is like a really kind of beautiful thing that exists in video games, where it's like it feels very different. And I think the artist also did Sin No Alice, and I think he's got a very interesting style to him. So I really like the idea of like letting him strike out and make more Nier characters.
And when Dragan Esfrost, my dear cousin, and the man tasked with overseeing the mine's operations, became aware of this plot, King Regna had him assassinated in cold blood.
I'm sure we could trust a guy who looks like this.
In doing so, he betrayed not only my own nation and the holy state of Hyzant, but you as well.
Well, the stories are told in vignettes, so you can kind of understand what's going on, but I get it, Nina. You can wait for a global version. That's fine. If you want. Like, like, it's not like it works on emulators right now anyway for most people. What you talking about, Flux? Are you talking about Skyward Sword? Sorry. I'm a little salty about the Skyward Sword announcement today.
On Whitehome Castle and put an end to Regna's treachery by force. Our actions were born of a righteous duty to
Yeah, the first Nier game. I was trying to shoot a Skyward Sword slide in there.
What say say you, King Regna? Do you deny these charges against you?
What's he gonna do?
I do not. But I beg of you, spare my children.
Subjects of Glenbrook, your traitor king admits his guilt before you. The punishment for these crimes is death.
I mean, it's nice they added controls, and it's nice they've upped the frame rate on it, but $70 for that? Or $60 or $70? That should not be that. Or it should have at least... They should have put a second Zelda in there and sold it as a pack. I think it's very greedy of Nintendo. Especially Skyward Sword, which is not one of the best ones.
Off with his head.
Oh! Alright, Regna is officially Sean Bean. Get ready for more strawberry jelly. I'm interested how graphic this is going to be. Okay, yeah, that was the right decision. Because they showed a lot of blood so far in the game. The Mario Collection at least had 3 games on it. Like, I'm not saying that it was the perfect thing or anything. I mean, I bought it, but... I mean, at least it had 3 games. This is only 1 game, and I still don't think Skyward Sword is that good. It's not bad, but... also, to me, the most sad thing from the Direct was the fact that Breath of the Wild 2 is just like, we can't show you anything at this point. It's just like, you could at least show a piece of artwork of like some random character. Like, give the fans anything at this point. Holy cow.
With the king perishes an all too short-lived era of peace.
It's not limited release, no.
One of bloodshed and turmoil.
Silksong will release when Silksong releases and not a moment too soon. Unfortunately, I feel like the devs are perhaps so ambitious that it will take a while longer. It's like Cuphead. The Cuphead DLC. I mean, at least Silksong is going to be a full game, 6 Cuphead DLC is just fucking DLC at this point. Oh, alright. Whoa, we got... Ooh, what's this? Oh, I like old Zeldas too, but I feel like there could be both. You could have regular traditional Zeldas and Breath of the Wild Zeldas, and I'd be okay with that.
Both with extraordinary fevers. The Rosellen is unresponsive.
Well, I can't tend to both unless you can give me 2 more pairs of arms.
Oh, shoot, these are only 2 arms. 2-armed men.
I've just completed my training, and I'll do whatever it takes to save them.
Whatever it takes? You know, I have to give a big shout out to this game for the fact that the artwork is never... It's actually, like, it stands out because of the style, but I'm never like, wow, this is anime. Like, this feels very, very reasonable, or like, characters you would expect to exist.
Are there no real doctors left? Fine, come. We're losing precious time.
Yeah, Skyward Sword was not my favorite one, but I'm happy for you, Leafa. Splatoon 3 is too far out for me to get excited, and I'm not entirely sure what they're doing with it at this point. So, I mean, Splatoon 3 to me kind of smells a little bit like Metroid and Breath of the Wild 2, announced way too early and not going to be ready for a while.
Leave the Rosellen. We must prioritize the believer.
What is Lila? Oh, Lila's a bad guy.
Your Holiness, As you wish.
But the Rosellan will die unless we do something.
Do they not teach the order of things in school these days?
So what if they do? What does the order of things have to do with saving lives?
Not all lives are weighted the same. You would do well to remember that.
Quickly, Medina, these people are dying as we bicker.
I'm guessing she's a recruitable character.
I couldn't save him. Orders or not, I was the one following them. It's all my fault.
Where are you going? Medina!
Arch, how's it going?
I beg your pardon, Lord Serenoa, but a doctor from the Ministry requests an audience.
My name is Medina. I've heard much about your house and simply had to see it for myself.
What insolence is this?
Stand down. Pray tell, what brings you before me?
It is said House Wolfert possesses a relic known as the Scales of Conviction. Is this true?
It is. We turn to the scales for guidance in times of trouble.
Neat.
Then I wonder if they might guide me forward as well.
Neat. I like that the thing, like, so one of the main mechanics in the game is, like, choosing the one of the three paths, and it's, like, represented by these scales. And the scales is an actual thing in the game. Yes, everybody's just like, Octopath? No, this is Project Triangle, a brand new strategy RPG from Square Enix. It is, I think pretty much most people are pretty hyped for this right now.
I had a crisis of confidence. A man was counting on me to save his life, and I let him die. I cannot let this happen again. I wish to save all the lives I can, regardless of country or creed. Pray grant me the chance to consult the scales, that I might walk the righteous path.
The scales are merely a tool to an end. They are not a magical window into the future.
I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, the graphic style is very much Octopath.
When decisions must be made, all in this house have a say. We choose as best we're able and strive to ensure we chose wisely.
I actually like our main character, which is kind of a weird thing to say, but it's also pretty assuring because honestly, I feel like I've come across a lot of main characters lately that I'm dubious about at best. But here it's just like, this guy is like, yeah, we're actually trying to be good people. And it's like, wow, that's refreshing.
That is all one can do. Forgive me if this is not the answer you sought.
I would actually be okay with Project Triangle.
Then would House Wolfert...
How about Triangle Tactics? I would... Pythagorean's Tactics. Alright, everyone. What should it be? Pythagorean's Tactics? Isosceles? Equilateral Tactics?
If you would serve as a doctor, that would be a boon.
By the way, that's still one of my favorite dumb jokes of all time. If you've ever seen Mystery Men. Mystery Men, when they're like, alright guys, let's triangulate. Equilateral or isosceles? Like, it's so dumb, but I love that joke.
Honored, my lord. I would see what I could do to rewrite the order.
It's the dumbest old joke ever. Like, oh my god, it's so dumb.
Then let us walk the path together.
But I'm in a good mood.
I am at your service, my lord.
That's cool. Now, I want to actually start the demo again and see if I pick a different choice, whether or not I get a different character for the demo. Like, I'm really interested in that. Inspired by your deeply held convictions, Medina has joined your cause. Her skills will serve you well in battle as she increases her potency of items as well as multiple items in a single turn. She has double that's cool. I wonder how many characters are recruitable in this game. Well, that's the other thing. Like, we have quite a few characters already, and it's just like, no character feels the same yet. Like, everyone's different. We have an archer who just rides around on a frickin' hawk. That's so weird, but at the same time, it's so great. We have a thief who can use double turns, like, or spy, sorry. It's not even called a thief, it's called a spy. I really just want to explore all these side stories.
Minister Sorsley. What is it this time, Booker?
Well, she has double turns, but she can't move twice. She gets to move once, and then she gets like 2 actions kind of thing. So one of the things is like you could use like your knife once, and then she could use her sleep blade to put the enemy to sleep.
We've just received word that S. Frost.
Oh my god, it's Dr. Eggman.
Whitehome burns as we speak.
Oh, that's interesting. Clicking the profile actually pauses the audio.
What's this?
Oh, that's a bad guy. That's a bad guy. That is 100% a bad guy.
The Crown City has fallen. King Regna was beheaded, and it is said Crown Prince Franny also perished in the fray. Prince Roland has fled to the domain of House Wolfort, with the Grand Duchy's army in close pursuit.
Goddess forbid. What could the Archduke be plotting? And what did the others think of the matter? At any rate, I must speak with His Holiness at once.
Minister, if I may assuage you, I propose that perhaps this situation may yet play to House N's benefit.
Our benefit, you say? Indeed. Indeed. You may have the right of it. My dear Booker, whatever would House N do without you? Send a raven to His Holiness. Tell him that his faithful servant Sorsley would humbly beg an audience.
At once, Master.
My dear Booger. Booger. I like these little side stories. I like it. It kind of reminds me of like Final Fantasy IX with the ATEs. Or no, yeah, it was ATE, active time event. I'm ditching motive for this. You should. Silvio! He is, man. It's just all the villains. Yeah, well, I mean, the cool thing is like it's coming out in a year, but they gave us a really good demo that they're going to take feedback from. Honestly, my only feedback at this is like, can I have it now? No, why can't I have it now?
With King Regna gone, we must find a way to preserve ourselves. Landroy, that proud fool, will no doubt fight to the bitter end. But House Fox alone is no match for the Grand Duchy.
Like when the Bravely Default demo came out, I was like, oh yeah, there's stuff that needs fixing in this. But this, I honestly don't have anything. I guess I like traditional Final Fantasy person me, I'm like, can I have Bahamut? Can I have Bahamut in this game? This game might be one of my favorite games of all time if you put Bahamut in it.
Yet if House Wolford were to fight at their side, they say Prince Roland is in Wolford's charge. If this is true,
like, this is the type of game I would stay in bed, like a nice, it's nighttime, it's a cold, rainy day, and you're just in your bed with your Switch and just playing this. Oh man, that sounds like heaven. Yep. Yeah, like a nice little story with like characters that are exaggerated but not too far.
The Wolforts may choose to ransom the prince to Esfrost. In return for amnesty.
That was me back in the day with my Vita and Persona 4.
If it comes to that, Esfrost will either kill the prince and princess, or use them as their pawns, and Glenbrook will fall.
Could be. I mean, it'd be interesting, right, Dark?
Bending the knee to Esfrost may be
Yep.
our only hope.
Yep. You can download the demo right now. It's in English. And some Armored Core game called Daemon X Machina. That game was really cool. I haven't played it in a while. I need to play it more. I should go back to playing that game. I really like Daemon X Machina, but I only played it a couple of times and then I kind of got busy and forgot about it. I like the side stories in between like the major bits. It's world building. They're short, but you know, they got some meat to them.
Lord Serenoa. Oh, thank the heavens that you're safe.
It is good to be home.
Castle Wolfort is the most impregnable stronghold in all.
And I like the thing. I like the Octopath kind of visuals where stuff is discernible enough, but it's a little low res, so it leaves it to your imagination.
I can only hope Father and Sir Maxwell are safe as well.
You know, like I miss those kind of little bit of old stuff with Square Enix games where your brain had to kind of fill in the visuals for you.
Benedict, there is news.
Anna! I love you, Anna!
What's the matter, Benedict?
Like that Benedict has just got a spy working for him.
Your Highness, my lord, pray try to remain calm. His Grace was beheaded at the Crown City not bells ago.
The spy is doing work.
Father. No. Say it is not so.
I'm curious, like, how difficult this game. Like, the last stage wasn't really that difficult, but it felt like there were some good opportunities for me to screw up, which is nice. I actually like that.
Roland.
I can only imagine what you're feeling now, Your Highness, but I fear we have not the luxury of grieving. As the last living heir to the throne, there is no doubt that the Archduke will target you next.
No doubt.
Indeed, we must move quickly. I would seek Father's counsel.
I want to end up against, like, some monsters now.
Huh? What is it? Has something befallen Father?
Oh shit, it is like Final Fantasy Tactics. Oh crap, this is like Final Fantasy Tactics.
Lord Simon, what is the meaning of this?
Oh god, Rams's father's dying.
He collapsed when he heard
again.
the Crown City.
In a different game.
Opened his eyes since. You must be mad. The man was stronger than an ox.
We cannot afford to lose Lord Simon. Not now, of all times.
Father. Be strong, Father. This realm still needs you.
Middle Earth.
Still needs you. Father. Father. Serenoa.
Is there any chance he will recover?
Our healers are doing everything they can, but none can say.
Very well.
Do not give up hope, Serenoa. The malady will not take your father easily.
It could be some Final Fantasy stuff in there. Like they could sneak in a cloud, a la like old Final Fantasy Tactics, which was really fun back in the day. I remember working so hard to get Cloud.
Forgive me, Roland. I can only imagine what you feel now.
It's one of those things I like to call a defeatist goal. Like it's when you hear something that's in a game, and you get the game, and you work specifically towards that one goal. So like in when you find out Final Fantasy VII's Cloud was in Final Fantasy Tactics, and you just work really, really hard, and you get Cloud in your party finally after working really hard, and you're like, okay, I beat the game, and then you stop playing the game at that point because it's like, well, I mean, I got Cloud, I used him a few times, and like the game's over. That's why I like to call it a defeatist goal, where it's just like you defeat yourself because that's basically what your goal was.
I must stay strong. I cannot allow Father's death to be in vain.
Oh, Monster Rancher. Now that's a name I've not heard in a long time.
You too must remain composed. For Lord Simon. And for those who now look to you for guidance in his stead.
I will try.
Pardon me, my lord. I come bearing a message.
I hope Roland doesn't become a Stern.
From whom?
The scout we had sent in search of Sir Maxwell returned with this.
Sir Maxwell's mask.
Reports have it that it was found near Whiteholm Bridge.
Blood. No, it cannot be.
This mask was all that was found, you say?
The bridge was all but overflowing with the bodies of the fallen.
Jesus!
To ascertain all of their identities. And the swift course of the river thwarted any efforts to search further.
That actually kind of paints a much more grim picture than I was aware of.
I see.
God, now I just can't get the picture out of my head of like a river just filled with dead bodies. Oh, God.
Thank you for the report. Get some rest.
This game is maybe not the most gruesome in its visuals, but definitely paints a picture.
Yes, my lord.
We're just gonna have some happy dead bodies over here. Remember, we don't have graves, just happy little dead bodies.
Sir Maxwell.
That would be a great twist if it's like they actually do become zombies. Like, you have the beginning of this war where people just start dying left, right, and center. And you're like, oh, thank God there aren't many soldiers left. And then they start raising zombies. And it's just like, well, shit. Well, so much for progress. Save in oh, wait. No, that does make sense. I was like, why did they misspell saving progress? I'm like, oh, save in progress does make sense.
At Gustadolf's command, Esfrost musters its forces at Whiteholm Castle and commences a march on the Wolfort domain.
Ooh, look at the animation.
Their aim, to seize in their clutches Prince Roland, the unwilling heir to Glenbrook's throne.
Okay, so red doesn't always mean a fight. Red can just mean a little magnetic. What's going on over here? I also like that in the demo they clearly explain
House Fawkes has failed you. I have failed you.
I really like that in this game I know very clearly what the war is about too. Like in some games it's just like I really don't know why these people are fighting. Like I don't see enough of like what's going on to really get a feeling that, oh yeah, this is a war. Yes, I know, Archie, obviously. But like, okay, there are like three resources. There's the river, which is important for transportation. There's iron, which is, you know, for like building stuff. And there's salt. And salt is important to life. And that's really kind of interesting. Because I'm not entirely sure if the salt has some other property. Like if salt is more magical in this game than our version of salt. Yes, Archie. Thank you for posting that salt emote. Oh, Growlancer. No, there's another name I haven't heard in a long time. Growlancer on the PSP. Don't know if anybody played that, but that game was tight. Preserve for food. Yeah, but I wonder if it... Like, the way they describe it as being... Like, Duck Smash. The way they describe it as being, like, essential for life makes me think that there's something more to the salt. Duck, it actually makes me feel more like it's Dune, where it's like the spice must flow.
How did we not see what they were plotting? How did we not know to go to your aid?
I mean, it might not be, but I'm really curious about why salt is so important. Because, like, salt is... Okay, if you think about our world, salt is ever, like, abundant. Salt is, like, super, super abundant. It's not, like, a rare thing. That's why, you know, salt is just, like, everywhere. I mean, just look at Twitch and YouTube chats. There's so much salt. But just go... Look, release a new banner on, like, a gacha and wait, like, 10 minutes. You'll have, like, all the salt you could ever want. Genshin Impact timeline. So that's why I'm curious, because salt in our world, to my knowledge, salt is not uncommon. So I find it very interesting that this fantasy world, not only is salt described as essential for life, but apparently it's not abundant. So I'm actually, like, super interested to find it. They need Spice Girls, right?
Who might yet save Glenbrook from downfall. We must protect Prince Roland with our lives.
Iron is also kind of common. Maybe a country far from the sea, salt is rare. Maybe, but, like, I want to know more. Like, it's a good little hook. It's a good little hook in this game for a story of being like, why is it this way? Does it have any extra meaning to it? Is there something else iron is used for that we don't know about yet? Like, what if the salt is, like, for keeping monsters away or something? We haven't really seen monsters yet. Or what if the salt is, like, mana? Like, what if it takes on, like, an alternate? Because this is world. Like, I'm just, like, brimming with, like, wanting to know what's going on. The salt must flow. This game is going to be amazing.
My lord, the Frosty army advances on us as we speak. A missive has arrived from...
That's still interesting, Dark Mios, and they got me. They got me with the premise, and that's the most important thing.
We've not much time before they're on our doorstep, my lord.
Word has it that General Avlora herself heads the vanguard.
Gee.
Gustadolf's not taking any chances.
Please.
Bastard.
It's a little too early for me to be fighting Beatrix, if you know what I mean. Also, if anybody's curious, I don't know if death in this game is, like, permanent for units. I don't think it is.
Summon the War Council at once.
That could be a difficulty option. For someone, I can't remember who was asking earlier, but about difficulty. It could be that difficulty is like in the Fire Emblem games, where if a unit dies, they permanently die. And some units are essential for story, so you can't let them die. But that would be interesting. I mean, yeah, if salt isn't super abundant, it could be that their oceans aren't salty. God damn it.
You cannot be serious about this.
It's all right, Frederica.
Please continue, Benedict.
Thank you. Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Esfrost?
Ooh.
I say we refuse. We owe Sir Maxwell that much. Precisely.
I like this council room.
Sir Maxwell entrusted us with keeping His Highness safe, and we accepted.
There's no place in the realm more sheltered by the terrain than this castle. He is safer here than anywhere. And yet, if the Archduke were to march on us with an army as great as the one that took the Crown City, or, heaven forbid, a greater one,
The natural fortifications of this land would work against us. Our shelter would become our jail.
The spelling in this game captivates me.
So you propose that we just abandon him? That we sacrifice his life for our own protection?
It is a strategy.
Better my life than any of yours. This is my battle. I would not see the blood of my friends spilt in my name.
Nice that we actually are friends in this game.
See, Your Highness, that's where you're wrong. House Wolfort's the sword and shield of the crown. You go to battle, we go with you. So it's always been.
Enough.
Yeah, they seem to be using older versions of words, which is cool.
It is the only way. Surely you see this, yes?
It's some personality. It's something different.
I refuse to believe sacrificing any of us is the correct path.
My lord, we cannot allow war to come to the Wolfort domain. Your highest priority must be to your loyal subjects.
Oh my god, this choice. Oh, this is tough. Let me render a decision here and now. The more I ponder, the more the answer escapes. This might... These are all variations of I'm not going to pick right now. So I'm curious how this does. This makes me more thoughtful. This makes me seem indecisive. This makes me... No, it does. It does. There is stuff here. This makes me seem like a little more thoughtful, I think. Or like rational, maybe? Yeah, that's a good word for it. This makes me feel more like a ruler. I don't like the second option. I know I can like eliminate number 2 right now. That would not be an option I would choose. No, I think 2 is indecisive. I have not, Nina. Sorry, I know that everyone's playing it. That's kind of making me not want to play it. That and I haven't had any time lately. Have you been playing it? What you been thinking about it? Oh my god. Yeah, please no timer. It would be really good though. Well, no, it's kind of like saying, like, don't rush my decision, is what number 1 is. Number 3... I mean, either way, it's not making an actual decision of what's going on in this story. It's really a show of my character. Not my kind of game to play. Fair enough. Too busy with Princess Connect, right, Nina? And Nier. What about tactics? Uninstalls Wotive? Oh, I did a good thing then. I don't think it's boring, but I also kind of like slower paced atmosphere games sometimes. I think number 3.
There is a case to be made for either course of action.
Yep, it was a decision. It is going to have consequences.
As the master of this domain, you and no other must decide how we proceed.
Walking simulator. And auto battle simulator.
The scales of conviction.
Oh, do we get to see the scales of conviction finally?
I would hear everyone's thoughts on the matter.
Our main character is like a ruler. Is like actually a ruler. He's taking responsibility. He's thinking about the outcomes. He's listening to his, like... This is actually, like, I like our main character. Oh, we have a castle. This isn't a very big map, so I assume... There's the camp, which is like your hub, as far as I can tell. Oh my god, it's the actual scales.
It is time to cast your vote. I ask each of you to weigh the matter carefully till then.
Very well, my lord. To our own councils we go.
This demo is replayable because I want to try the other options and see how things change. Also, does the spy get a vote? To sway them, I will need more information. Perhaps I should ask around. So I get to go gather information and then come back and make a speech which will determine the outcome. Nope. MC name is set in stone. You actually play a character, like a set character. The path of the story will be determined by the consensus of your party, as played out through voting scenes. Ooh. Each of your allies will cast a vote according to his or her own convictions. As the player, you may cast a single vote, but you will be bound to the decisions of the majority. Furthermore, before voting commences, you may speak to others and persuade them to change their mind. Whether or not your attempt at persuasion succeed, however, will not be known for the votes are cast, or until the votes are cast. We live in a society. Key to successful persuasion is gathering the necessary information beforehand. Head into town and what knowledge you may glean from people. I love the little hop animation. Ooh. That's not a person. I don't know why I thought that was a person. This is a nice little house. Ooh, there's something in the fire. Firestone. I don't know what I expected. Is there an upstairs? Nope. Now we're playing an RPG. When I get to steal stuff, we're actually playing an RPG. The Salt Iron War. I don't want to read that as different. I just broke out in earnest when air foundries began producing arms and armor forged of iron, the like of which we'd never seen. Well, okay, that explains a little bit of why iron's important. So iron was like powerful. We got presents from global producer Hiroki. Yeah, I hear that they even copied and pasted them from Hirano. Hiroki is basically Hirano's shadow, by the way. As I hear it, army remains the most mighty on the continent. I pray that we are not about to relive that bloody age. Well... Oh, look at that. Hand over Prince Roland and avoid the conflict. Stay by and protect the prince. Yeah, Dr. Diggs. This just came out. Hey, Duck, what you sorrying for? Diggs, how are you? We've been playing this demo for about 2 hours now. It is amazing. If you like strategy games, Diggs, you gotta go play this. No, I mean, you get to experience everything in this. You also get, like, the whole, like, altering the story elements, too. Like, apparently, like, right now, Diggs, I am gathering information to influence, my characters about which side we're going to take and how the story progresses. They might be employed to give us an advantage in battle, but at what cost to our own? We have Ooh. All these houses are empty, but I'm gonna steal the loot. I like these little houses. Is the demo a section of the game, or is it like the first 4 hours and you can continue when it comes out? Well, Diggs, the game is supposed to be out next year, so that's a long time to have a save file. From what I understand, it is a middle section of the game. Nice, Kaz. And this on the eve of Age of Harmony. What could the Archduke be thinking? Well, that was helpful. HP recovery pellet. Thank you. I shudder to think of the bounty on Prince Roland's head. The boy's always been a friend to the people. I'd wager they have no plans of executing him, at least not anytime. You learned about the bounty on the prince's head. I love that little hop animation too. Ooh, hello. This is going to be a game, though, where, like, people are going to, like, freak out about making decisions, because obviously, like, it's like, oh, I don't know if I should make that decision. Something bad could happen. Oh, this game seems super replayable. I mean, the gameplay is just great strategy stuff, but man, oh man. Oh, this would have been the Prima Guide stuff, Diggs. It would have been like 500 pages back then, with mistakes too, by the way. Spelling errors and incorrect information. Learn more about the Dawn Spear sacrifice. So I think that's all the information I can get. Wandered around for a while, so let's go back. Okay, it won't let me go in. I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. Diggs, you got to check out the combat. The combat is amazing in this game. This is the best strategy. This is the best turn-based strategy, like, UI I've ever seen. So, like, we have all these characters, and there's the scales, right? Nope. So, Diggs, this is the situation right here. We have this guy named Roland, and Roland is our friend, and he is... We can turn him over and not have a bloodbath against an army that we'll probably lose against, or we can potentially get them to... like, not hand them over, and then we might not be saved. So, like, here, you can see the characters that are going to vote against it, and the characters that are going to. So if we want to save him, we got to do some persuasion. So this is Anna. Anna's a spy. Let's see if we can persuade her. Look at that! What's that? What's the lock on there? How do... Wait, what? Oh, Oh, Diggs, I'm loving this, man. This is amazing. All the T's. The little T's. By the way, Diggs, there are 3 types of answers you can give based on, like, I can't remember. Liberty something and something. And you never know what your choices will end up doing. And also, Diggs, get this. It also determines which characters will join your party and which characters won't. They don't tell you. You never see the stats. Let's try this.
Perhaps. However...
Oh, now she's undecided! Okay, so because he's undecided, we now have the choice. We're going to go for Protect Roland. We're going to do the right thing. Helm's Deep. We are going to do the Helm's Deep, everybody. What is number 3?
Consider this.
Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, Diggs, do this. Get more people in on this game. By the way, Diggs, when the demo has been out for a little bit, Square will be collecting feedback from the player base on what needs to be improved for this game. So we get to actively shape how this game is going to turn out. I am actually thinking it's pretty perfect right now, but you know. Could use summons, some Bahamut. Oh my god, look at this!
Tough spot we're in.
I mean, he's a knight. He's gotta respond to this, right? I don't think we're gonna convince him. He is like actively against us. Oh my god, look, number 3 opened up! I'm so excited about this. So I actually missed some dialogue in the town.
Interesting indeed. However, I am decided.
Oh my god, look, we're doing it! No, Hugh's on our side. We don't want to convince her. Yila, we gotta convince. Oh, look at that.
I don't know. Well...
Yeah, I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. Well, so hold on, Diggs, because so what happens is we're trying to convince people to join our side. We have chosen that we want to protect Prince Roland. We're going to be the good guys. We're going to protect him. We're not going to give him up to the opposing army no matter how strong they are. So we are trying to convince the people who are against our side to sway to our side. They may or may not join us yet, but we're going to try and convince them. See, she was indifferent. So she may not join us. And then there's this guy who's like, it's my life and I'm not going to save my life. Like, this game would also be really fun on Twitch if we could do, once the game comes out, what if we did polls? What if we did Twitch polls of which option to choose?
Certainly.
Yeah, you use his dying words against him. I love it.
However, I wonder.
Okay, alright. So there's 5 undecided and there's no certain. Are we ready to do this? Let's see what happens, everybody. This still may not work out for us, but we tried. Alright, here we go. Voting time. Oh my god.
It is time to cast our votes.
Question before us. Do we surrender Prince Roland in accordance with Astaroth's demands, or do we fight for his freedom? On this matter, I say. Aw, thanks, Diggs. We must protect Roland at all costs.
Approach the scales.
Oh, look at it! Like we're using the scales, man. I wonder if it's a 50-50. But on this point, I cannot yield. Oh, he was against us!
Forgive me, my lord.
Oh no! She's on our side.
So?
Oh, did she join?
I agree.
Yes! Yes, 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 yes! We won! She's on our side.
You won me over.
Yes, we won! Yes! Democracy works! Oof, that was a... I like that some of the people are just like, no, you didn't convince me. Yeah! 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 All right, awesome.
Forward is decided.
We surrender Prince Roland to no one. Shall get our blades between their ribs and thank us for the honor. Not how democracy's supposed to work. But I still miss some dialogue.
The scales tip and our path is chosen. We must
So now we've chosen a story path. But I like that it's not just your choice. I like that it depends on how you do things. Like, that's a really good mechanism in the game.
No, I cannot agree to this.
Like, so many times in, like, even games that I truly love, like Persona, like, there's false choices and there's choices where it just, like, it doesn't matter.
Have you no idea how much blood will be spilt?
Well, Nina, to be fair, Silk Song isn't out yet.
This is a decision we have reached together. We do not make it lightly.
Prepare the defenses. We will hold our own.
Mont is abroad with Classy. I don't think Stern was as good as this guy. I love this game. This game is so far a 10 out of 10. I love the UI. I love the flow of the game. I like the story. I like the voice acting. I like the animations. I like definitely the mechanisms going on with story and character. I don't feel like I'm in control of everything, and I really like that. I like that the game actually pushed back against me and said, no, you tried to convince us and it didn't work. Like, I like the idea that there's like, in the game's code, it's just like, yeah, you're going to try real hard, and some of the times it's going to work, and some of the times it's just not. I like that.
Not long after, they find themselves besieged by an elite subset of Esfrost's forces.
I don't know, I kind of actually... Landu, I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm actually kind of excited for Mario Golf. I love the idea of the free-for-all golf course.
Is none other than General of Laura, the deadly warrior who claimed the lives of Prince Franny and Sir Maxwell with her own hands.
Oh, come on, Mana? Come on, I'm excited for Secret of Mana remake. I'm totally getting that. I will be playing that 100%.
A raven's arrived from House Wolford.
Could be, Ling. Like, characters do react to how you choose to act in this game. That's really cool. I love it. It makes me scared, but I'm really excited to see how people react.
Concerning Prince Roland, no doubt.
Mario Golf just looks fun, man. Back to the days of the N64. Well, if you can sneak onto the golf course, maybe. See ya, Diggs. Enjoy this. I recommend everybody in chat who has access to a Switch play this. Legend of Mana. Sorry. Olive Gray, thank you very much for following. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well.
Very well. Send a raven to General of Laura. Tell her to make for the Wolfort domain at once, and that she is to return with the prince, or not at all.
Well, if you can find a switch. I mean, I think the demo will be up for a while, so you don't gotta hurry too bad. I mean, I would pay a full 60 for this if there's enough missions and everything, because I really get the feeling that there's alternate paths and alternate characters, and God, I can't wait for like 9 months later when everyone's figured out. Well, no, it's probably going to be a month later after the game's launched, where I finally can plot a path to like get all the characters I want. Whoops, that's the wrong button. Kind of want to just take a peek at our characters. Wait, what's this ability? Now. Move an ally's turn directly after your own. The abilities are so cool in this. I also like that it's just called now. What ability do you have? Now. Everything that's happening now is happening now. What happened to then? It went by when? Just now. We're at now. It came out recently. I like the one that they showed off today. I'm excited for that. You missed it. When? Just now. Go back to then. When? Now. Now? Now. I can't. Why? We missed it. When? Just now. When will then be now? Soon. Blazing Chains. What does this do? Deal fire damage and slow movement for 3 turns? Why are all of these abilities I would kill for in Wotive? Circle of Healing. Surmount. Move to an adjacent square with a height difference within 15 units? What the fuck? Just imagine this ability in Wotive. Surmount. It literally moves you 15 spaces up or down. What a killer ability. Steelback we don't have yet. I'm guessing most of the abilities we're still missing. Frosty Feathers. Deal ice damage to the enemy, decrease their speed for 3 turns, and freeze the ground. I really want to know more about like freezing the ground. This is our new unit, by the way. Increase the effect of health recovery items. That's a good passive. Use 2 items in quick succession. TP Physic. Increase the effects of TP recovery items by 1. Long Toss. Oh my god, it is literally a chemist. I think every character is set in their job, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I'd love to get into battle, but I'm too busy like just checking everything out. Like the battles is fun, but I really want to explore the demo and see everything that's going on. On check, is the smithy open? So there's like crafting and whatnot. Fire stones and ice stones. My wares do not meet your needs. Heaven wrath upon me. I like the music too. Unfortunately, though, you guys, I actually have to head off because it's past 1 a.m. here and I have to go to work in about 6 hours. So I'm going to leave it here. If you want, we could do another night of this. I'm sorry. I really would love to keep playing, but maybe we can do some more on Sunday. I don't know how much of the demo is left, but we could probably do some more on Sunday because this is pretty good. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Leafa. So yeah, this is a really cool game though. I have to admit I had a ton of fun with this. I think that the everything is just really, really, really good. No more Nier, please. We didn't have any Nier. Besides, I can't even get it working on emulators. Maybe if they get it working on emulators, I can try it. And we can see the glory that is the walking simulator. Drakengard 2. See what I can get done. But yeah, this demo is available on the eShop. I completely recommend, if you have a Switch, whether you need to borrow it from someone, / slightly more aggressively borrow it, it is great. Looking forward to the Skyward Sword HD stream. That'll probably happen anyway. I may not be a big fan of that game. I may think it's too expensive, but we will probably end up playing Skyward Sword on stream. So anyway, totally recommend this. This game looks awesome. I only got to do one battle, but there's so much in this demo. Go download it, play it today, and have a lot of fun. And yeah, it's a new Joy-Con. There's no way I'm getting those Joy-Cons. All right, you guys. Take care. I will see you next time, and thank you so much, and have a great weekend. Take care, everybody. I'm also going to upload this to YouTube, so if you want to go back and see anything, you'll be able to. It'll also be available on Twitch, but yeah. Thanks, guys. See you next time.